spirit, stories of compassion and wisdom. And today's story is number 38. On avoiding ups and downs, many people despair over a single scolding, thinking all is lost. Many people preen over a single compliment, thinking all is well. Yeah, so um, yeah, although we are encouraged to praise each other, that was the phrase a day for the ninth yesterday. Let us discover the good things in others and commend them for it. So this is very important to make the effort to find something good in others, because otherwise, usually instinctively we focus on the negatives. So their flaws or shortcomings come to our attention. It jumps at us. But if we become conscious of this phenomenon and make the effort to discover good things in others and commend them for it, and yeah, the only problem is that some people, they feel when they get that compliment, they think that, oh, okay, I'm perfect now. I don't need to make any more improvements. They become conceited. So thinking all is well. So we all have this tendency. So we have to be very careful when we are complimented ourselves. Uh, Even if we feel like walking on the clouds, we have to always remain grounded and realize that life goes on and we all have a lot of flaws or shortcomings. They're rough edges, so to speak, just like a porcupine that has those spikes. We need to do something about them so it doesn't get stuck with the spikes of other people and then create a lot of friction or conflicts. Yeah, so that's one thing we have to be mindful about compliments. And then, yeah, maybe we don't get too many compliments. It's more scolding or people's dissatisfaction. We hear that more. So many people despair over a single scolding or receiving criticism or some negative feedback. And then they think all is lost because we don't have much training to receive it. It's scolding. It's more like in Buddhism. What's important is to for the teacher to be able to tell the student something in them that it's the student's blind spot, so they don't see it at all unless they are told. They don't make the efforts to improve, and if they're not aware of that problem in themselves, they keep going around and keep suffering again and again and again. So in Buddhism, it is an act of kindness if someone who is on the spiritual path longer, they can see the flaws or shortcomings, because that's what the spiritual journey is all about. We become more aware of our own flaws and shortcomings, and we try to uh, um, do something about them. So we can recognize it in ourselves and in other people. So that's kindness, to be able to tell someone, or maybe you can work on this area, or how about paying more attention to this thing. Um, yeah. So, but some people who don't have this experience of receiving such feedback, they think all is lost. Some people fall into despair. So we have to become aware of our tendencies, and then we can avoid ups and downs. So always have our eyes set on the ultimate goal of life, which is the happiness that holds us fast, never to abandon us, true happiness. So as we move in that direction, we will be able to realize, oh, okay, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. So we don't take things too seriously because we are aiming for something greater. We don't place our trust in transitory things that are constantly becoming part of the long past. Um, we are constantly having our eyes set on our goal. Yeah, so this is how people can avoid ups and downs. But as we all know, very few people think about why they live or the purpose of life. So they get stuck with this something bad that happens right now, and they have a hard time moving forward. So we can practice compassion by sharing the goal of life. We are not born to suffer. We live to find true happiness. And that gives us that courage to move forward instead of getting stuck. So good job, everyone, for being here. Very nice start to our weekend. And we will have the Happiness Lab by UET at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And have a wonderful start of your weekend. Goodbye.